Well, welcome everyone to Alpha to Omega. I am the Alpha, and this is your questions answered about the duplicitous and the sinister casino slot machine trick. So let's stand up. How's everybody doing? Apparently, the video, which is the first video that we uploaded, got tons of views and still getting comments. And people are confused and wondering if it still works and don't know how it works and all that other stuff. So I'm going to walk through it because I need money anyway because we accidentally bought the sea sparrow, which is not the regular sparrow, so it doesn't fit in the kazatka. Found that out after spending 1.2 some odd millions of dollars. So, first of all, hi. The casino is a great place to make money. Now, there's going to be another video coming up, I'm relatively sure, and I'm going to show you how to use real-life blackjack tricks to win at the blackjack table, okay? But this, I found out by researching ways of trying to get money in GTA because the payouts are very stingy, right? And here we are in the casino. Oh, my lucky spin is available. I'm going to take that and go here and spin. Ooh, it's a go-kart. So I live in a pineapple under the sea, and I'm going to go spin. Now, there is on our page, a casino wheel trick. I'm not going to do it now, but it works relatively the same way as the Bogdan, as the slot machine. Okay, the whole premise of all of these is to enjoy clothing. No, I want a clothing item: black diamond silk robe. All right, so the key to this is it's just the fact that GTA sometimes doesn't save for a second, and in that little bitty second you can restart the game and start over where you left off, like in the Bogdan. That's got to be quick, but you can do it. So first things first, everybody says, well, what if I use 20,000 chips? What if I use 50,000 chips? Well, I use 100,000 chips, and I'll tell you the reason why I use 100,000 chips, because 50,000 chips you're going to be resetting Lord knows how many times. You can use as many chips as you want. Don't go over 100. And here's why. Okay? I tried it necessarily. I tried to go over 100. And when I tried to reset, I only got 100 back. So I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if that's just you. But that's why I use 100. Hey, listen, if it works at a higher level, if it works at 200,000, but again, the reason I use 100,000 is the reason I use the 100,000 is because it's an easier number to remember where it was at. It's an easier way to just keep your head on straight, and it's not. It's a lot of money, but it's not. And of course, if you have a casino penthouse, you can get money and get up to the 100,000. But like I said, if you want to do, if you want to do 150, 200, try 5 million, whatever. If it works for you, it works for you, and it will work. See, the key to the slot machines is you gotta keep playing. Now, the reason I figured out this trick was because I went online and watched some dude. He's like, he had like $3 million in his chips, right? $3 million. He just kept playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing the slot machine. And then he was like, oh, look at this. Look at this. And he started playing and playing and playing the slot machine. And it took him millions and millions of tries. He eventually won. I don't have millions of dollars to spend in a slot machine, so I tried to figure out the better way to do it. So apparently, you can do it with millions of dollars, but you're just going to lose it real quick, and you're not going to get it back. You might eventually win. You might eventually win. But, alright, so close to 100,000 as possible. It doesn't have to be exactly 100,000. I don't really care. Now, we told you it works on the Diamond Casino, but it also works on the Deity of the Sun. The payout's a little less. It actually works on every single slot machine. No doubt, it works because it doesn't save until you stand up. Okay, so you can reset and start over it works on every machine. But the problem is some of the machines pay like nothing. So, okay. So let's see what slot machines are available. We got that diamond miner there available, and is the second one available? Let's take a look real quick. It is, okay? So we're going to go to the first one first. Little Stingy over here. Now, before we do anything, we're going to need to change our outfit, okay? So as much as I like a pineapple, we're going to be Mr. Happy. Now, that saves the game automatically, and you'll see in the bottom corner how that happens. Alright, so we're going to go to the diamond miner, okay? And I'm going to continue. Now, first of all, what you're going to need to do is bet the maximum. Max. Okay, bet, max, crazy. And spin. And now we're going to spin all the way till we get to 0. And the only time that we're going to stop is when we win over 100,000, and then we're going to bank that and then drop back down to 100,000 and do it again. So if I were to get 3 watermelons, 3 cherry, anything that takes me over 100,000, the excess over 100,000, we put it away. And you're like, Alf, why? What's the, why are you doing that? What does it matter? Yeah, I win 5,000 chips. Yeah. What does it matter? Why? And it's like, well, again, 100,000 keeps you grounded. It doesn't take as long, but 50,000 is going to take far less. It gives you a lot of chances to win if you're maxed out. And you just keep playing. And when you get down to 0, we're going to close out the game. Now, however you want to do it, that's perfectly fine. If you want to close out the game pulling out the cord from your wall, which I would not recommend, even though you guys like to do that, as a former employee of a major metropolitan cable company, I would tell you that is not a safe and effective way to do it. It can ruin any of your ports or any of your connections. But if you want to do it, do it. See, the cool thing about this is you can do it any way, anywhere, anyhow. See, now I went around to the other slot machines, and I do that because once I win big on one slot machine, it seldom pays me out big again, right? It will, it could, but I'd rather start with a whole fresh machine. But again, you guys can do whatever you want. You can play this however many times you want. Apparently, it works with Xbox. It might even work with the computer too. I don't know how to reset the Xbox because I don't have one. The computer, it wasn't working. Right? I couldn't get it to work in the computer for the life of it. So, I didn't use it. We're just going to do it on the PlayStation 4. But somebody says it works on the Xbox, so it works on the Xbox. Again, we're just playing and playing and playing. Now you say, well, Alpha, I've done it 1,000 times, and it hasn't worked. Well, then you got to try 1,001 times. Because I guarantee you, it will work. It's just going to take a second. You don't win all the time. The machines are very greedy. They're very stingy, and they're not going to give you money. They don't want to give you money. The casino does not want to give you any freaking cash whatsoever because they made them difficult. Now again, if I were to get, the 3 of anything, that's great, right? There were a lot of people complaining about, oh, Alpha, I haven't won the main jackpot. Well, there are other jackpots, $250,000, $500,000. You put that in your account, you go back down to 100,000. What's wrong with that, right? Keep playing and playing and playing, you win the smaller jackpots, you're going to win the big one eventually. Now, I would say if you've recently won it on your own, it might not come around for a minute, but then again, it's all gambling and slot machines anyway. And if you are a real slot machine player and you understand, you know that this trick is not how it really works, because when you get down to 0, you get down to 0. Now, what I like to do with this trick is, before I leave GTA, whenever I'm going to leave GTA and finish for the day, I take my 100,000, go to the slot machine, and if I win, great, I bank it, 100,000, close out. If I lose, I turn it off, and then it's reset for the next time I play. Easy as that. And again, this works on any machine, okay? I was trying to be hoity-toity, like, you do this, do that. It doesn't matter. The key is coming up in a second. Okay. And I haven't won, and you know, you can alternate pulling this thing sometimes, you know. Trick the computer. Oh, almost 3 sevens. That would have been great. That would have been like $1.5 million, right? Not necessarily the full jackpot, but still pretty good. Now we're about to get to the part where everybody's been making fun of me for it, and it's okay. You're allowed to make fun. It's how I do it. If you notice, there are many different ways to solve things in this game. And my way, it just keeps me busy. Because when I hold down the 2 back buttons, like you're supposed to, it just, my hand gets tired because the loading screen takes too long. So, I'm going to do it my way, you do it your way, and we'll all meet in Scotland in the morning. Hey? Right. Okay. So, no vendor. Alright, so we're just going to close the application.